Alright, well, let's focus more on getting the show started. So...
Okay, I have 7 rations.
Now roll a d20. We first, it's like, before we even do all that, we need turn order. We need order.
Okay. Well done.
I pretty much have been sleeping with my wife most of the time. I am calling her my wife now because she's calling me her husband. It's like, you know what, whatever. If that's what you want to believe, then alright. So,
Ooh.
I go first, Marki goes next.
That's
So we're on the first bracket of 19. Then comes Say and Niltaor. And then last but not least
and then Thor.
That actually makes sense.
Yeah, weird, isn't it? The game has a way of making things happen. Okay, so starting with me, so we've had food and drink at least, because I'm somewhat well off. I don't even adventure anymore. I just kind of I bum around at home. I work a job. I'm average now. I'm not even an adventurer.
What level are you even,
One.
actually?
I've been one forever. I haven't gone adventuring. I don't go adventuring.
Yeah, don't come up.
I don't experience new things. Now that I have something that's worth actually staying around for, I don't actually feel like I need adventuring. At least my character-wise.
Every campaign. Every single one.
Not every campaign. Sometimes I'd like... the first time I ever was a character in-game, I got killed. And I turned out to be a traitor. I was on the front. I was doing it protecting you guys because I was on the front line against an orc squad, against an elite orc unit that pretty much gunned us down.
Yeah, but then someone turned one of your characters into a cup, so you were stuck at home base all the time.
No, that was
a stapler.
Yeah, stapler, wrong one. Oh, Lester? Yeah, Lester got killed too. So.
Yeah, but you still stayed at home.
Well, when I was out adventuring, apparently all my characters kept getting killed because they would be too heroic. They'd be standing in the line, and next thing you know, they're dead.
He'll live to the end of the camp. Well, this one isn't heroic, so maybe he'll survive to the end of the campaign.
That's the idea. I'm trying a new theory. It's like, maybe if I just am average, I won't die.
But then when there's a giant monster attacking, you'll be useless and just killed instantly.
Yeah, that's the problem. So I'm pretty much, I'm testing the other side of the story, which is, you know, if you just want to not be an adventurer and you want to try this style, is it worthwhile? Technically not, because you don't get a lot of experience just being a stay-at-home. Do I actually get experience from the... No, I don't. So, you know, nothing new has happened. This is pretty much me living the way I've been doing. So, have I worked my I have worked my profession, though. How many hours, though? So, we went like a whole day, and then we went 10 hours into that day, and I was relatively awake, so... How many of those hours? So 6 of those 10 hours. What am I working as, though? Which one is my highest of the two? Because I have 2 sets of tools now. I have my standard tools, which is the brewer kit, and then I have the cooking, which is the one I'm going to use, because that's the one that actually has the highest stat. I don't know, I'm going to change that over.
That is a big
Being
role.
a brewer is one thing, being a cook is another thing. Which one is in demand? Let's go find out. The one that's in demand is cooking, not brewing, so I'm going to make less gold because I do the job that's in demand, not the one that I want to do. So it's, you know, people need food prepared, and that's pretty much what I've been doing for the first 6 hours of that 10 hours that you were working on the logs.
Logs or the...
Yeah, you were chopping down trees to move logs
to
the build sites, but we have no carpenter, so we can't actually do that. So...
Okay.
It's a D5 per work day. I didn't work a whole day. I only worked part of a day. So I work 6 out of 24 hours. That's like a fourth of the pay, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I did my math right. Okay, so fourth of the pay, and I make 7 plus a D5, so that's a D5 plus 7. That is not a roll. Now it's a roll. So 11 gold, which is divided by 4. So I made 2 gold, 8 silver in 6 hours.
Oh.
It's not a lot. It's like chump change.
Mm.
But
Well,
hey
it's still
man,
money.
you get what you take what you get. Just,
Pretty much.
at least I'm making money without having to go out and get myself killed.
Okay. But still, yeah.
Okay, so now onwards to you. So that's my business. That's what I was doing during that time. What were you doing? You were helping out, and now you're in the tavern. I don't know what you were doing in the tavern, just kind of contemplating.
And then he received a holy vision from
I don't know,
the
do you?
light.
No?
Yeah.
Your attunement with the holy is a bit off. Like I said, yeah, until you get
Legitimize
your
my
oath of vengeance recognized, and it's not just a personal quest, then your powers will not be as fluctuating, because you'll have the blessings of the divines. But for now, your powers are a little bit hard to use.
Do I know how to legitimize my oath?
Are you even thinking of legitimizing your oath? You are thinking of it. Or you're actually more pondering. It's like, why isn't this? Because it's supposed to feel sacred. It's supposed to feel you have purpose, but you kind of feel empty. Like,
There was that time the light lied to me when, say, that thing happens. So he's
Pretty
kind of
much.
having doubts whether...
well,
He's
yeah,
having doubts as to whether...
for the first time in a long
me-
time, he's actually having doubts about his own abilities and the light.
Rolling religion real quick.
Mhm.
He's gonna... I'm rolling to
Wah.
see if...
Nope.
Yeah. Al's rule was to see if I knew the specifics of how to legitimize an oath.
That's like
Based
you
on,
weren't taught so. You were on the cusp of being a full paladin and taking your oath, but well, things happened. It's like you're late to the party. And he's not in the teamspeak either.
Makfar. Oh, yeah.
Also known as Capoli.
Oh, yes. Thick.
So anyway. So what now? I mean,
He gets...
so you've been
ponders
spending
for a
time
moment.
contemplating. Let's see. Let me roll something. So you've been contemplating for like 3 hours, just sitting there, maybe eating food and drink, but more of contemplating to yourself. Just everything that's happened and trying to see where you're going. Do you actually gain clarity? A little bit.
Apparently, yes.
So your clarity is that, you're not going to solve it on your own. You need to seek out another. But then that comes to the next question, which is, who is the other?
User joined your channel.
Now
It's
there'd
like-
be 2 options.
Yeah.
Another paladin, or
yeah,
a
so
divine.
it's like another
but-
paladin. It's like, who do I go to? That's what you're questioning to yourself. It's like, who?
Sorry, I'm a tidbit late.
Alright.
Late by 12 minutes.
We don't need to know specifics. We could see that.
It just matters that you're here.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Anyway.
Also roll D20 for an order.
I ever get to go with Thorin.
Mhm.
Thorin.
For now, he's contemplating whether...
I guess
where
Danny's
he
not
can find
joining
a
the
paladin.
Sunday sessions.
Yeah, I know.
Oh well, it happens. Which sucks because this character's out there in the wilderness with the danger. So,
At least Say's here.
so Say he's always here. When is he not here?
Good.
What you say?
I'm gonna go check
Anyway,
on.
back to
Back
Marki.
to the
We're talking about
forest.
Marki.
I'm gonna go check
Who's
on
on top?
Brelog.
Okay, go talk to Brelog. So, for once, he is not busy. So he's just kind of sitting there, just eating his breakfast or whatever time it is. I think it's midday now, or maybe like morning.
Probably.
So battle ended at. The battle ended like it was daytime in the battle. I'm just trying to keep a track of time frame. Yeah, so it's
Daytime
around
in the
midday
battle.
now. So.
Yeah.
Which likely means that Stormfront's going to hit at night, which is not the best place or time.
I could always put some people in trees.
Okay. Anyway,
Hello, Bree.
so it's midday.
It's midday.
Brelog's eating his lunch.
I greet him. I take a seat.
Okay, so he's pretty much just chowing. He's
Wow.
not even paying attention. He's like eating his food. He's like so he's eating a bunch of meats on the table, and then he looks up and is like, "Oh, sorry, I didn't notice you were there." Food. So what is it? What do you need?
I would like to ask about the Paladin.
Huh?
Spoke about how many were in hiding
Okay,
for the rebellion.
like it's so he gets a little serious and he puts down the food. It's like, do you really want to know? Because once you know, there's no undoing it.
What do you mean?
It's like
Only one.
it's like we keep tabs on things. As soon as we knew that you were a paladin, I sent our man on the inside to look for records. Would it surprise you to say that we found none?
It would indeed.
It's like, but that's not to say we didn't find any. Officially, there are no records. But we've been asking around. We've been looking for anyone. And let's just say we found something. Or rather, we found someone.
And who might that be?
So he gestures over to Lance Master, and it's like, tell him. And so Lance says, so are you going to turn to Lance Master, or are you just going to, the back of your head?
Yeah, he turns.
So you turn to Lance Master.
I can't.
It's like, the Orange Shield was established with a bunch of groups in mind. Paladins among them. Not all of them were wiped out. Some of them, swearing an oath of secrecy, are living among the Orange Shields. We can't reveal their identities because, well, massive danger to their person. City's still hunting them, just as they're hunting any bards, artisans, or anything else.
What would it
That's
take to find
Which
them?
leads us to our next problem, which is they are also hunting you, because you are a paladin.
I know this.
Yeah.
I've already been running from them.
So it's like, the size of that force that came to us was no coincidence. The reason they were sending 2 squads instead of 1 was because of the rumor that you existed. It's like now, they're going to send further investigations to explain the missing patrol that came this way to collect tribute. In a way, we may have doomed you already.
I can fight them.
It's like, yes, but the more you fight them, the more legions they'll send.
True. That can only be
So
resolved.
it's like,
if we-
so Vrelog is like, you're taking this surprisingly well. You know, knowing that you're not the only paladin, that some are still alive, just in secret.
I had a hunch.
So,
Now I can confirm it. If anything, I'm more delighted than ever that some of my brethren are out there.
okay, so not many.
I am so delighted.
Okay, so and it's like, so I get to roll. Okay, so Not many, which is like the most we could have
Go
saved
find
from the 100 or so that you had was maybe 20. You're not among them, so let's see. Were any of them? It's like, but the only plus side we can give you is that some of them are of the higher ranks. You know, some of them are Crusaders and above. So maybe they can help you.
Where can I find them then?
Okay, so hold up. How aware are you? Roll your perception.
Okay. And -1.
No, let's do a... Wait, why is there a -1?
Oh, it's because my perception roll has a -1 to it because my wisdom is low.
Okay, so...
Was
So,
your
like... You hear, like, as soon as you ask, you know, where can I find them, you hear someone from the back, right here, brother. It's like, so he walks straight up to you. Do you even recognize who it is? Like,
Guess
has
that's
it been
his
that
journey.
long since you were in the field? So, and you see that the
Maybe.
armor, the armor is very different from yours, which is his armor is
I got it.
definitely more. Did you get it? Yeah, you got it. So
It's a 20. It's an automatic win.
it's like, I see the light of recognition in your eyes. Yes, we have met. I remember when you were first inducted. Long time ago. How long has it been? 7 years? Longer?
7 and more. Been too long.
So it's like, I see the weight. I see the weight of responsibility weighs you down, as well as the weight of your burden. I take it you've taken your oath. Maybe not legitimately, but you have.
Indeed, I have.
So, and he walks up, he slaps you on the shoulder. It's like, 7 years, and yet you haven't learned joy. You have only learned this suffering. Come on. It wasn't that bad losing all the paladins, was it?
Well, considering I was yet to be legitimized as a full paladin, it was kind of hard to know that my masters are gone.
So, like, he puts his helmet visor, like, close to yours, and he's looking directly into whatever's behind your visor. It's like, the path of the paladin is self-defined. It's not something we can teach you. It's something you need to learn on your own. But seeing, and so, like, he goes back, and it's like, seeing that you turned out the way you did, I guess that is probably groundless. Just jargon. And so
Oh, really?
he just turns around and starts like, so, we have much to do. If you would, it's like, so, like, he stops right about there, it's like, you wish to be a paladin.
More than anything.
That's like, good, that's a start. So, he walks this way, and then we move on to say, so that's what happened. So, you know, paladins weren't all, you can't fully kill all of them. I mean, just like they couldn't kill all the bards or all the artisans, some of the paladins have had to survive.
The light is eternal,
Oh.
with it its warriors.
Maybe. Potentially. Okay, so, where are we? Top left. Somewhere. So we're on this map, and we're up here.
Yeah, very top left.
Alright, I don't know if it's aligning or not.
It is.
Fine for me.
Okay, so... Did you return the troll body to the earth by now? I thought you did.
Yeah.
That's dust, that's not there. Troll body's already returned. Okay, so Kreen is taking watch, and I guess the rest of you are sleeping?
Why not? Does Rang need to sleep?
No. Apparently not.
Then
Nor does he
he's-
need to
he's
eat or
also-
drink. He's extra-dimensional Raven.
Okay, he's also taking watch.
Yeah, so... Well, he never stops watching, that's all he ever does.
I see you.
Yeah, so. He's got like 5 eyes, so. Okay, I have to move the
I
thing.
see you,
So,
and you, and you.
so
and
say,
you,
what exactly?
and
You're
you.
sleeping. Are you having another one of those weird nightmares of falling through a pit full of eyes?
Obviously.
Okay, so obviously you're having a. And so Rang is still persistent. It's like, are you sure you wish to have this nightmare every night?
Damn it! I'm getting to the good part.
It's like, is there a good part in falling down a pit of endless madness?
Well, I get to a certain point where I can start seeing things, you know.
It's like those are hazy recollections, though those aren't actually things you can see. And if you do see them, your mind will be lost.
Well, then it's probably already lost.
It's like, no, you can still think properly.
Then why can I also see them?
It's like, because you are traveling, you have the potential to see them. It's like, that potential has not reached fruition yet. To do so now would destroy your mind. You must wait. Then you will be able to see.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, you do not seem too happy with that conclusion.
I'm a little impatient.
It's like impatience will be the fastest way to the grave. At least that's what we are taught.
Well, I haven't died yet.
It's like, but nor will I dissuade you from doing what you feel like is what you wish to do. That is not. It is not my goal to make you do anything. My goal is to advise.
Okay then.
So, and this is during your dream phase as you're falling through endless fall of whatever.
Endless falling and talking. It's like walking and talking, but
Yeah.
more falling.
So you're falling, and then he starts asking personal questions like, "What is your connection to Heartflame?"
I don't know yet.
It's like, would you like me to tell you?
No, that's something I can find out myself.
It's like, that was not a question.
What? You ask me if I want you to tell me, and then I say no thanks, and you say it wasn't a question.
It's like, you know full well what you feel. It is not for me to reveal to you what you know. So it's like, I see you are confused. It's like, so he's trying to just. It's like, when I said it wasn't a question, I meant that I was rescinding my question. My apologies for the confusion.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so endless nightmare. So, and he makes advice now. It's like, keep her close. She will have her purpose in time.
Well, that sounds ominous.
That's like, yes.
I just like give a peculiar look to one of the eyes.
Okay. That's like, those are not my eyes staring. If that makes you feel comfortable.
Feels weird talking to something and not seeing it.
So, and then you see that he kind of hops into the scene like he came out of nowhere, like he just materializes. Like, is this more appealing? Because now you got this, like, he's standing in air and he's looking right at you, and he's like just floating there.
Whoa, trippy.
It's like, yes, I can intrude on dreams directly as well as through telepathic means.
You're a very unusual bird.
It's like, I am blessed by my master. Unusual is not the word I would use.
Well, can all ravens do this?
It's like, no, only I. I was one of the ones that survived.
So your master just goes around finding ravens and shoving them with magical powers and
Yes.
pets?
No. Simply sport. But we have our uses, as he says.
Okay. I'm starting to be confused about the efficacy of my patron now.
It's like, yes, his efficacy is always in question, but that is the point.
Wait. What?
It's like, he fabricates his own flaws. Call it boredom from having so much power.
Okay.
So, and he looks at you, it's like, if you had unlimited power and you had almost nothing to use it on, would you not do something to kill your boredom?
Yeah, maybe make stuff?
It's like, then you and him have, it's like, and so he looks at, he's like, he does a weird head flapping, with head spinning, and he flaps his wing, it's like, well, I wouldn't call myself a creation.
I wasn't talking about you.
It's like, he created me, and you wish to create. You and him have similar goals. Albeit, different personalities.
If you say so.
And so he just kind of like, he does a crow walk, and he just walks out of the scene, and now he's gone.
That bird.
Yes, it's like, I can hear your thoughts still. If you wish to criticize me, now would be a good time.
No, it wasn't a criticism, it was just a statement of
Like,
kind of wonder.
it's like, very well. Never rang, very businesslike. He doesn't understand sarcasm or any of those other things.
I come out and be like, "Hey, Brang, I heard you talking shit about me."
Okay. Nilt,
No.
are you doing anything besides just dropping into sleep? At all?
Oh, and there's just
Say what?
going to sleep.
Okay, just going to sleep. You gotta speak it up, because you'll slur it sometimes. So, and I have you cranked up already, so I can't crank you up. I can't feasibly crank up the volume anymore without blowing out the speakers. And ruining the recording, that's the second one. Okay, so you went straight to sleep. Kreen's on watch. Anything happened during the watch? Yes. The storm front moves in. So does that interrupt your... That does not
Didn't you say
interrupt your
they
long rest. The storm front, like the clouds and stuff, are starting to move in, so it's getting darker.
Didn't you say the storm would come in when they're awake?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm just saying the thing that's happening is the storm clouds are moving into position.
Okay.
So now the sky is
The storms
darkening.
are coming, the storms are coming!
Does Kreen have night vision? Or does Kreen just, he has some dark vision.
I can give myself dark vision.
But you're asleep, you're in a tree.
I know.
Yeah, so... Obviously you
I'm
can
just
do all these
saying.
things, I know all that, because I've read your page and I know what a druid does, but... Currently, in your current
Druid?
state, since you're asleep, you can't really cast spells or do anything. Where do we write in dark vision? That's on... He actually does not have
feats.
dark vision. Odd. Oh yeah, I was supposed to update that. Because he has his level 2 hunter stuff, but I can't really update him because, you know, he's not here today. So I can't really choose his spells nor his archetype because he's not here today. Or his spells or his fighting style because he's not here today. I don't want to choose a recommendation either. Alright, anyway. So, Kreen does not have night vision, so your vision is cut in half because the sky is darkening and there's not as much light. Campfire has well and truly gone out by now. Really, because nobody's around to light it, and Kreen's not about to... Like, he'd rather have it... You guys are sleeping in the darkness, and you are somewhat protected from whatever might be trying to look. So, to not give them a pinpoint location, he has not rekindled the fire. So it's like, you know, if Kreen's gonna struggle trying to see, they're gonna try and struggle. That's assuming they don't have dark vision, though. So, let me roll Kreen's. Because Nilt went straight to sleep. Let me go back to... So, Spicoli, you get to go first. Because we're still in this field. But I have to figure out first if there's an enemy out there.
Did I get a full rest?
Not yet. I mean, it's still... Like, the day hasn't broken yet. So, perception-wise... What do we got? So, is there something out there? Yeah, so there's... So, Kreen is pretty sure there's something out there. Again. So, Spicoli, you do not... Like, if you were to break your rest now, you would not get a full rest, you'd get a short rest, which would not refund... I don't know, I forgot the rules of short rest.
It doesn't refund your spells.
Yep.
I'm not waking up no matter what.
Okay, so... Even if you come under attack...
There was
Every dies in the middle of the night.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I'm still in
How
my
long has it
tree.
been? Like, how long is it? So, he's thinking an incursion is happening. Only 1 hour has passed the fire going out, so maybe 2 hours. So... But what he's sure about is that whatever's out there is not approaching. Like, it's on the edge of awareness.
Sweet.
So... He's pretty sure that it's not going to approach until daybreak or something. It's not going to approach until something happens, so... It's almost pitch black now. So Kreen's he's on high alert. But he can't see, and he's hoping that whatever's out there can't see either.
Well, Rang's also on watch, so...
Yeah, Rang can see. Let's see. Actually, let's roll on that. Can Rang see anything? So he's got perception.
Of course he...
Of course he can. Not so much,
Hey, it should be the same thing.
because it's pitch blackness. He has absolute knowledge on things he can see, but since he's trying to use material sight, not his extra dimensional sight, he's not having a very easy time. And he's on the edge of whatever dark vision that he has. Remember Rang's limit is 60 feet away. So this thing must be beyond 60 feet. So it knows it. We don't even know if it knows where it is. So it's 60 feet away from him. Because if it was within, and then maybe that's why it's sticking back, is because it realizes that there's something that could pick it up. So, say, Rang, a different note in his voice says to you, I have a feeling that there's something outside of my vision range. I'm not accustomed to having feelings.
Well, wake me up if it approaches. I need sleep to get back my spells.
It's like, so you're still in your endless nightmare. It's like, I need sleep to get back to my spells. Endless nightmare at the same time. It's like, yes, it shall be done.
Well, your nightmares.
So, let's go back to town for a second. Because now we gotta go to Thorin. We're trying to speed through as fast as possible so we can get to the time when you wake up. So, Thorin, you're still in your house. Last I checked.
Probably having nightmare again.
Okay. Are you still trying to, are you actively trying to contact your god now, or whatever you believe is your god?
But right now, I'm more or less fighting against a wall because I'm trying to break that thing that I bumped into.
Oh, so you're having like a
wagons.
mental battle, like saying, I want to
Yeah.
get rid of my mental, like you're trying to put it into focus that, there's a mental block on me, and you're trying to use violence to break that mental block? So, hold on, I have to try something. Okay. Alright, so the settings are still the same. So, you won't break the wall that way, Thorin.
Then how do I break it? This is the only way I know how to break things.
Physical violence, yes. We've seen enough of that. This
I'm not
wall
the
is of your
smartest
mind.
person.
Physical strength has nothing to do with this.
Would breaking this mine solve my problem with nothing?
And you hear the voice
What
get
had
more,
happened?
definitely getting more amused. How far will you go to learn what's behind this wall?
Till this wall has what's behind it.
Wait, repeat that?
Till this wall is broken down
Yeah.
and I know what is behind it.
It's like, ah, yes, so simple, such an easy solution. But what will you give to break this wall?
That depends on what I have to give.
Ah, you're stronger than the rest, shrewd, not just accepting, not just the usual anything answer.
Nope.
So we shall make a bargain. What is it you
Well-
offer in exchange for my aid? Because I can remove your wall.
What is it you want in change of your aid?
What else would a god want but worship?
Am I not already doing that?
No, not directly.
Well, in a way I am, in a way I'm not.
And like I said, I cannot tell you who I am. You must find me of your own volition. You must show interest. Then I will aid you.
How do I find you?
That is more complicated than it first appears.
Probably, because I have searched and I haven't found anything. Except maybe a few possible answers. Those are
Yes,
demons.
you've searched a bunch of tomes in an indigent village in the middle of nowhere. I call that search very unenthusiastic.
Well, I might have had some luck. That's
like,
just
yes,
what I was thinking
luck.
at the time.
Nothing more. You must find the answers, Thorin, if you wish to know what is within yourself. I will give you one hint, though. What you find may not be to your liking.
Well, not like everything I don't know anymore I like. I mean, in that kind of logic.
I fear that you may seek revenge for what you have lost, and so leave my service in doing so.
Well, I don't know what I have lost, so I cannot make promises on that, sadly enough.
That's like... But you can make assurances. So despite what is behind this, if I do aid you, you will not leave my service.
Probably not, no.
And if you try, you will wish that your memories were still locked. Because what will be left of your mind will be mine.
Well, I'll take
And
my
so he
chances
just,
on
like,
that.
at that point, that's the end of it. Just the wall's still in front of you, you have no idea how to break it. He's given you promises that he could break the wall for you, but at the cost of you must worship him directly. And so you must find a way to worship him directly if you really want to pay that cost. But once you start doing that, he said, you can't leave his service, because if you try, he'll destroy your mind and make you a husk servant.
Thor's answer to that's like, I'll try my chances.
Okay, so making deals with unknown godly entities. Great. Okay,
Thorn's
so,
maybe a little insane. I mean...
Alright, so besides that, what else are you going to do? Because then we'll move on to Marki. Or actually, we'll move on to me, and then we'll move on to Marki.
If it's still night, probably sleep.
It's at midday. Because remember, you spent 10
well.
hours. You woke up in the morning. Actually, 10 hours? No, it's night again. So, let's see. Is it the next day? No, it's not the next day. So you're going to wake up at night again. You spent maybe an hour or two resting, but after that, like, chopping down trees, that's not labor intensive to you. You have the strength of God knows what. So, chopping down a few trees, you only need a couple hours of rest.
I'm probably gonna go to the tavern at that point.